On the third day of Black History Month, the internet gave to me an old lady who can't take accountability. Let's get into it. Hi, my loves. Jeray Malay, girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary about the ongoing Twitter drama between food critic Keith Lee and a chef out of Dallas who owns a catering company, child, if we can even call it that, Sweetly Seasoned. Now, before I get into my commentary, make sure you like and subscribe if you're interested in culture, conversation, or community. You know, we give it up over here doing reviews and, you know, all types of, anything pertaining to Black people, especially this month. So I thank you so much for subscribing. Now, let's just hop into the commentary. So Keith Lee, I feel like if you're in the TikTok space, you know who he is. I'm kind of new to the TikTok space. Shameless plug. Make sure you follow me over there on the Ticker Talker. But Keith Lee, he was an MMA fighter turned food critic. He is famously known for being a family man. He's like 26, 27. And what he does is go around to different locations and tries food. And, he kind of brings a lot of attention wherever he goes. They're calling it the Keith Lee effect. And I've been now, since it's on my radar, watching him, and it really truly is an effect. It's like he endorses your brand, or he endorses your food rather, and your shit just goes up. OK, yesterday's price is not today's price. So Keith Lee and his family decides to go to Dallas, and there were a few people who recognized him and were trying to get him to come to his business. So there was a young girl by the name of Sherelle, and she was, posting some things online and going live and trying to get Keith Lee to go out to the food truck or the event or whatever the case may be. So it sounds like these people kind of knew that it was an opportunity to kind of highlight a lot of their businesses. They were doing like a parking lot barbecue is what the name of the situation or the event was happening. It sounded like it was a pop-up. It sounded like they were putting it together because they knew that the publicity that they could get by being endorsed or getting great reviews by Keith Lee. So a lot of people were saying that the girl who was an influencer, the Sherelle Hodge girl, she kind of came out and was just like, y'all were blaming me. It's wrong. The lady, Sweetly Seasoned, what's this lady named? Rhonda? I don't even know this lady's name. I'm not even interested to even know her name. The owner of the Sweetly Seasoned catering business, she was providing the food. There was a hair braider there and a barber there. And as you're getting your food, you're kind of kicking back in the parking lot. You can get your hair done, get you some chicken wings, and get you an opportunity to be live and just be a part of the community. We love to see these kind of things. I feel like if you live in the Northeast, we don't see it too often. The only time we're going to really see some unity is Old Doom Day in Philly, and maybe some of the jazz festivals or, jazz in the park. So the fact that they're doing this in places like Dallas and Memphis is beautiful. I mean, the idea of a parking lot barbecue, that sounds a little lit, especially if it's safe, because you know how it's do, right? So these people are coming together, freelancing. Anybody who's doing hair, y'all freelancer. These girls will not be licensed cosmetologists. The days of the licensed cosmetologists are over. Barbers, maybe not so much. And even like the people who are cooking, because I looked at some of Miss Sweetly Seasoned food and no bars. Like, I'm not really that interested in some of the things that I was seeing. Anyway, what happened was Keith Lee came out there, and for a hot second, he got some food and his family, and he said he realized there was a lot of people there, and he dipped. Keith Lee seems to be like a man of honor. He carries himself with high integrity, and a lot of people are quick to come and defend him. Now, during this situation, it was a little weird because Keith Lee left a tip, but didn't tip in cash, and he used their, their POS system, which is like point of sale. And the reason being is because he said that, he doesn't carry large amounts of cash on him, which makes perfect sense. So Keith Lee shows up to the event. He gets his little food. He hands this woman who, I don't know if she was the initial coordinator, but she was the one who was providing the food. Now, because she was the one who was providing the food and Keith Lee is a food critic, she is now like higher on the totem pole, because I don't see any difference in the value that she kind of gave to the event versus the barber or the hair braider, right? Because if this is what everything is entailing, food, hair, this, that, and the third, we're all equally valuable in this event space or parking lot, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, but I think it's because she was an older woman and a matriarch and all of these things. Keith Lee had entrusted her to kind of divvy out the money in the way that, you know, was appropriate and responsible. And she also could have been the only one who had Square, or who had, you know, the POS other than Cash App, because Keith Lee said in his explanation, like, I'm not giving anybody my personal number, and I'm not giving y'all cash. So let's get into it. So first things first, let's hop into the owner of Sweetly Seasoned. I mean, look at this woman. Just look at her. You can just tell. Just look. I know that look from anywhere.
About the principle. For my kids, they're not my kids. Those were my son friends. But this ain't even about money, y'all. This is about the principle. How dare you come and make it seem like this was something that it wasn't? You were supposed to be out there to support Sweetly Seasoned, a struggling business. And then you turn around and make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. I dare you. And yeah, for everybody,
Y'all, you see this lady trying to muster up and conjure up some fake outrage. How dare you? You can, I know her type. We know her type. We see by the poorly drawn on eyebrows and the lipstick that she is one of them ones. I said it in my last videos before, and I'll say it again. The older women, they keep that going. They really do. When they messy like this and they have a nastiness about them, and what this woman is displaying is just nastiness. I don't know if he thought that they was my kids, but they wasn't my kids. They was my kids' friends, regardless of the fact. If they was a stranger, a man named Jack, if they were a part of the event and they were working and you were given money to disperse in good faith, as a businesswoman, and if anybody is under the sound of my voice, understand and know that when you're operating and you're doing business with people, energy is so important, okay? You can't be out here trying to shuck and jive and do this and get over and this and the third and think it's going to, yield great results. Not unless you out here scamiana, selling a little box on the side or whatever. And even that comes with its drawbacks, baby. Okay? So you can't be out here making people's food with a nasty heart and an evil spirit. And those people weren't my kids. So what? So your kids are deserving and the people who participated were not? And you were supposed to be here for Sweetly Seasoned. Did y'all hear that in her voice? Sweetly Seasoned. Nasty. Girl, and Sherelle is coming on, and what I think was she was trying to get, y'all was supposed to come out here a struggling business. So there was a little conversation how Sherelle, people were saying that Sherelle didn't want to get paid because she wanted the money to go to, the business who was struggling and this, that, and the third. And let me just say this: sometimes people have that when they're in position. I'm not saying I know that this girl Sherelle is struggling. I'm not saying that if I know this girl Sweetly Seasoned is struggling. However, what I do know is the average working class Black people, we need our things. Okay? Y'all hear that? Run me my coin. I don't give a good goddamn. You got to pay what you weigh. Even if you're like, all right, nah, give me my money and I decide if I'm going to contribute. Okay, that's something else. But don't just withhold my shit. Come on now. Chelsea, come on now. So people were going back and forth. Her son was coming out here with all of his mess or whatever the case may be. And I'll put a little picture her. This is the girl Sherelle who kind of like blew the whistle, like, y'all, I didn't get paid. She out here with t-shirts, with Sweetly Seasoned on her shirt. Apparently, they made those t-shirts that same day. They kind of came together. They came together to kind of pull it off, which is impressive. We always talk about there's power in numbers and unity and everything like this. And Sherelle looked like she was being a team player. Okay. And she had to come out and defend Keith Lee because, you know, people were saying like, you know, it's Keith Lee's fault. Why wouldn't he tip? Why would he leave the money like this and this, that, and the third? He did it in good faith and goodwill because this is how he operates. And I really kind of relate to that because I'm a person that moves with high moral integrity. And I'm always gagged when somebody like tries to get me because I don't move like that. So it's always surprising, like, oh, bitch, like me, like it's so unsuspecting because when you don't have that heart posture, it throws you off when you kind of get it. And I feel like Keith Lee is catching strays in a really, well, he was not anymore. Okay. And so let's take a look to what Sherelle had to say.
Hey, y'all, check this out. Keith Lee is not the person to blame for this. When this man walked up to that window and we greeted him, and he said he was going to give my brother $1,000, give me $1,000, and tip the owner $2,000 on top of him paying tax, which has nothing to do with what's going on, and then left another $886 on top of that. He was not the person to say, oh, I'm just going to give it all to the food truck. I was the one who said, I'm going to just charge you right here because I thought that this lady would have the decency, the humanity, the morality to say, okay, I'm going to just give y'all the money that this man said that y'all were allotted. Granted, we weren't even 45 minutes into whatever mini rush was going on after Keith Lee left. And she looked me in my face and said, you know, it's going to take about a day or two for that money to clear. I was like, yes, ma'am. I know how Square works. My brother was gone, y'all. Y'all heard me tell Keith Lee my brother went to go pick up my baby brother from school because I was dedicating my time. I neglected my responsibilities.
Okay. Let's take a moment for her skin. Okay. Drop the details, sis. Let's take a moment for your skin. Her skin is beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. I believe every word this woman is saying. I believe every word this woman is saying. She goes on to say, like, this is why it's hard to make connections and it's hard to be out here helping people because I thought that she would have the human decency, the high morality to pay us. And she did not. There was footages released that showed Keith Lee saying, you know, I'm gonna give this to you, break this up $1,000 for the barber, $1,000 for da. And, you know, she was trying to make it seem like this is the Sweetly season, how it was kind of left up to interpretation. Keith Lee responded, like, I don't see how it was left to interpretation, but it's very clear that this is what I wanted to happen. Okay. And I think this is so unfortunate because apparently when Keith Lee comes to a business, he really has the opportunity to really put people on. I mean, I'm looking at Keith Lee as like the, remember that show, Restaurant Nightmares, Kitchen Nightmares, and Chef Gordon Ramsay would come in and do a revamping and he would cuss people out and everything like this. And the manager would go away crying and all of these things. He is doing that to black businesses. Sometimes, again, like she's in a food truck. She doesn't even have a brick and mortar, right? Beginning and startup, like I'm going to support. And people want to be associated with anything that's buzzworthy and clout worthy. Oh, this is a Keith Lee platter. I just got the same chicken he did, you know? So if and this is what he said in his response, like if you were really struggling, the marketing is here. And this is why, y'all, this is the purpose of talking about this, because there's the lesson in this is do not take the bait of something so quick right now, because you might block the blessings later on down the line. This woman was so greedy that she couldn't even fairly divvy up some money that was given to her graciously. She had an opportunity that came to her. And God said, hold this for me. Let me see what you do with it. Fumble. You got me tripping. Oh, stumbling. Poverty mindset. Greed. Okay? This is what it'll get you versus breaking bread with people, right? You build your platform up, I build your platform up, and we work together and we share networks and we share target audiences and we, host another event later on down the line, whatever. Now this shit is all up. Don't nobody even want to support Sweetly season, which I wouldn't eat I wouldn't even drink a glass of tea from her ass, to be quite honest with you. You can tell how nasty she is. And another thing I want to leave with y'all is stop eating these people's food. I don't know if your mom ever told y'all that, your grandma ever told y'all that. You can't be going over to people's food, because when you cooking for somebody, you putting your energy into it. I don't want that nasty shit. And it could be the most, aesthetically pleasing gourmet fried chicken, which, child, I seen that chicken and they ain't giving that. Okay? It ain't giving that. But when you eat somebody's food, they're putting in their energy. I don't even, it's no different than when people say, don't let everybody pray over you. Don't let everybody touch you. Y'all stop eating these people's food. The soul food ain't that damn good. Go get you a bag of chicken, some wingettes, and fry you up some food on your own. Anyway, I really feel like this young woman, she put in effort. She said that she was working. Her brother was working. She said she wished that she would have just left and tried to go get, him a spot for her brother to be able to cut hair. And again, that's us looking at our own benefit and not coming together. And there's so much strength in unity. We know that the black dollar is strong. The black dollar is strong. We just need to circulate it and keep it inside of our communities. And it's people like this owner of Sweetly Seasoned who, like the younger generation, it gives us a bad taste. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna just look out for myself. And then this is how these cycles perpetuate. It's really sad and unfortunate. And when I was first looking at all of this stuff, I'm like, damn, Keith Lee kind of keeps some shit going. But it's not even him. It's the people who are in business. And just because you got a business in an LLC doesn't mean that you necessarily need to be in business. Okay, some people don't need to work in a casino if they have a gambling problem. And I feel like you need to have a high moral compass, a high moral integrity if you're going to be conducting business. This is how your things are blessed. This is probably why she's struggling with that nasty attitude and that nasty demeanor, with that nasty heart posture. And her food is probably nasty. It's sickening to say that this man can't even come around and give people a little bit of publicity and donate. You got all of this opportunity to make so much money that you got $5,000. What Nikki must say? What kind of bum bitch kill a hoe over a stack? Like, what? You thinking small? You think it's small, bitch. You need to think bigger. Okay, so let's get into this video. After everything was going on, she told the girl, she can come get this money. I don't know why she don't want to come get this money. She can please come get this money. Cause we gonna be here. And she just remind me of the old ladies in the churches. Mean, nasty. But the first one up there shouting and oh Jesus, but just as nasty. Y'all watch this video. Let's get into it.
Hi everyone. I am reaching out to you guys today because my son, he already called or texted, however, he got in touch with Sherelle and asked her if she can come pick up the money. From what I hear, she is refusing to get it. So now I am asking, and I'm asking my followers to please tag her and tell her Sweetly Seasoned is asking her to please come pick up their money. Okay? I am here on Forest Lane and Ardelia Road. Please. And also, if you guys want to come out and support, please, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. All right.
Y'all seen that look at the beginning? That tell me everything I need to know. I wouldn't want that lady doing my hair. I wouldn't want that lady cooking my food. I wouldn't want that lady knowing my business because she's nasty. I can tell by the mole situated right up underneath her eyes. And I'm not even trying to say it like that, but with them ladies, when they start getting the mole like that, she is just nasty. Cheryl said she don't want the money. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. She probably like, girl, send me this money. I don't want to see you. Cash app it to me. I don't want nothing from you. You should have been gave it to me. Sit on business. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just asking my followers, tell her this is the location, and from what I'm hearing, and we can go ahead and see it. And we over here every day. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, thank you. She looking like this is a woman who feel like, girl, y'all done got me all mixed up in this beef I thought I was gonna eat. She thought she ate in that one video. Oh, y'all was supposed to be here to support Sweetly Season. She thought she was eating down. And then she realized, I'm Miss Lady. No, Miss Lady. And now she gotta apologize. I gotta get over here on the social media and go up there and apologize. You do. Keith Lee, he ate. I might as well just put his response here. He ate it right on up. Cause yeah, it was an opportunity for you to really make some coin. I hope this does not discourage the younger Black community in Dallas. Y'all keep grinding. Y'all keep striving. The people who are aligned to you, y'all, while we are trying to manifest money, income, entrepreneurship skills, business acumen, make sure you're trying to also include discernment. Is so important. And just because an opportunity comes to you, if you know that this person doesn't morally align with who you are, don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay. And don't get discouraged in the face of situations like this. Oh yeah. Also too, if you are into the entrepreneurial space, if you are into business and trying to get everything figured out, y'all, I mentioned this book again, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. I'll post it here on the page. Y'all can probably listen to it on Audible as well. Okay. Because when you are providing a service, especially my service-based businesses, you have to be put in the spirit of serving. You can't be out here trying to nickel and dime when you have a whole opportunity. That's like me trying to hurry up and get to 10,000 followers and then, do something that's like against, my standards. I'm like, all right, yeah, for the last 100 followers, I'm going to go and go subscribe to my OnlyFans to get to 10K. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid, guys. Use your common sense. And I'm not saying that to anybody who got a little OnlyFans, girl, get your coin. I'm not even about that. I'm all about a coinage. I'm just saying that's not on brand for me. Like, damn, why'd you rate Mac out like that? Shit, I ain't had to see the puss to get the subscribe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. What she did was stupid. That was dumb. You're not smart. That's all I can say, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this conversation. Drop down in the comments where y'all siding and how do y'all feel? What do you feel about the Keith Lee effect? Are you in a situation to where you get an opportunity, you know what to do with it? How would you have handled this? Some people like they would have been putting hands and feet on this old lady. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about this. Anyway, y'all, happy Saturday. And of course, happy Black History Month. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.